Hi guys, welcome into the channel. I'm Julie. I hope everybody is well out there. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I thank you for stopping in. Let's get some messages from Spirit, see what they want us to know. We'll pull a few cards, we'll get the overall theme of the reading, and then we'll pull a Celtic cross. This will be an all signs reading, and it is timeless. So whenever you find it, there's a message in it for you. Just keep in mind, not all of the messages will be for you. So take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind, all right? All right. I've already prayed, meditated on your cards. Let's jump in. Let's see what Spirit wants us to know. Divine, I call you in, and I ask that you please lead us, that you guide us. Show us clearly what we need to see. What messages of truth, of healing, of love and light do you have for the collective? Please lead us. Please guide us. Please show us clearly. Page of Wands energy. The Lovers. That Fool card here just flew out of the deck. I don't know if you saw that. So there's some type of an exciting new beginning coming in here for you. Fool card. I feel like a decision has been made in a certain situation. Page of Wands. That's that exciting news. Knight of Swords energy. King of Wands energy. King of Swords energy. The Nine of Swords. The Nine of Wands. Okay. The Seven of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Two of Swords. Queen of Swords here. Queen of Cups. All right. So there is some type of a legal situation going on here. I mean, we've got the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Swords. I feel like there might be some type of quick action that might be taken here very soon by law enforcement with this Knight of Swords energy. Again, I feel a decision has been made to do something here, because I do feel like you have had people who have been trying to block this new beginning. Fool card and the Nine of Wands. You know, they've been trying to block a lot of things. We know that. They don't like the fact that you're out here in this very strong, confident, independent energy. Your finances are good. They've been trying to, sabotage and maybe work situations for you. Just everything for you. Everything. Nine of Swords energy. Somebody here is very nervous, feeling very nervous and anxious. Maybe this has you feeling this way. Worried about your finances because you have been out here thriving. You've been doing good, but every time you turn around, these people are trying to, do something to block you. Deception. Sneaky, shady energy. I feel like a decision has been made, like I said, about you. The Two of Swords, Queen of Swords. I feel like authorities have made a decision about you. Again, you're innocent here in whatever this is. Once again, you're coming out behind one of those cards that I see as being something having to do with some type of investigation or something here. You usually come out like this. You're innocent here. You're the victim in this situation. They've broken your heart. They've done so many things. They've tried to block everything from you. King of Wands energy. Page of Wands energy. And this King of Swords. I'm picking up that this King of Wands energy and this King of Swords energy could be working together here to break your heart, to block things from you, maybe. I feel this Queen of Swords energy is a detective, maybe, who maybe has, been given some type of a tip, or they've uncovered something here, because I do see a decision here. And you coming out as innocent. You're about to hear about this. You're about to receive this good news. And you are going to have this new beginning. All right, let's see where this goes. What is the overall energy here, please, of this reading? You know, these people want to silence you too. You know, that's another thing. They want you to be quiet with that Two of Swords. They don't want you... they want you to be isolated and alone, you know, with nothing or no one. Because I feel like whoever you are, you're out here speaking your truth, standing up for yourself. What is the overall energy here, please? Yeah, Strength card. You know, you've had to be strong. You're being brave. You're being courageous. You know that what's going on here is wrong, that you have not deserved whatever is being done, and they don't like it. They don't like it one bit. What is the challenge here, please? I feel like through this whole situation, yes, you've been strong, you've been brave, you've been courageous, but you've also led with integrity. Like, you haven't tried to retaliate, you haven't sought revenge, you have just been, you know, focused on your finances and trying to stay above water because of these people. Every time you turn around, they're doing something to sabotage you. They don't want you to be in that Nine of Pentacles. I've picked it up before. There's something about you needing to be seen as being incompetent, unable to take care of yourself. But you're not. The challenge for them is you're strong. You know, the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, you're too strong for these people. You know, you're passionate, you're driven, you're motivated, and you are confident. And you are out here thriving, and you are getting a lot of attention, and a lot of people are seeing you for being who you are. And that's a challenge for these people. You know, I feel like they said that you were unable to work. They could have called you crazy with this Queen of Wands energy as well. You know, you're somebody who is unreliable, unmotivated, lazy, promiscuous, drama, trouble, you know, but you're not. People see you as being somebody very confident, somebody very hardworking, somebody who does have a lot of drive and motivation and a lot of creative energy. You're very passionate, and you're somebody who walks with integrity here. You're innocent. Queen of Cups. What is at the foundation here, please? What is at the foundation of this reading, please? Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Death card. Yeah, I mean, they want to, I don't know, I'm picking up on... I'm picking up on a few things. This is just a mini message, a side note for someone. You could be working on something, could be some type of a creative project with that Queen of Wands energy. You've put in a lot of time and effort into whatever this is, and they know that it's going to be very successful, that it could bring in wealth, maybe. This could also be, this has to do with that inheritance thing, and maybe... finally, authorities have gotten what they've needed. You know, they've been working on this for a long time, this investigation, but it's coming to an end. It could be that too, and you're about ready to receive some type of an offer. You've also got an Emperor energy coming in with an apology, or this could even be an offer of love. Just one, please. Just one at the foundation of this reading, please. Yeah, Magician energy, the manipulation, the games, you know, they're all being exposed with the Sun here, or they've been exposed. This has something to do with family as well. Hierophant energy and something about a car. So it could be that they're following you around. Maybe that's been exposed. Manipulation, trickery, you know, the gaslighting, the fear tactics, the stalking, the gang stalking. It's being exposed, and I feel like it's family who's doing it. And I say that because it could be a Cancer doing it. Could be a Leo doing it. Doesn't have to be. But the Chariot is seen by a lot of tarot card readers as being something to do with your vehicle. So that's what I'm picking up here. Knight of Pentacles energy, you know, this has been slow moving, this investigation, but I feel like authorities have finally, you know, they've been enlightened. They see what's gone on here. Hangman energy, and I feel they're making a judgment call. Judgment and the King of Swords energy. And you're about to receive this good news. Page of Wands. What is the past energy here, please? Past energy. What is the past energy? All right. The Emperor energy and the Page of Cups. The Lovers. Okay. You know, this Emperor energy could be someone you were married to, could be somebody that you worked for, could be a father, could be an uncle here. The Lovers. I feel like maybe this Emperor energy, what this is, I've got a lot of cards here that you can't see, but you have an Emperor energy here who, they want to apologize to you, the Page of Cups. You know, I feel like they might have made a decision in the past. They could have chosen someone over you. Maybe you offered them your cup of love. They chose someone different. We pick that up all the time too. But I feel like they had a change of heart or something happened and they made a choice to protect you here. Fool card and Temperance energy. Or this could be an Emperor energy who came in and possibly love bombed you. We've picked that up before as well with that Page of Cups. They gave you a small offer of love. Like they came in and gave you just enough. They dangled a carrot, gave you just enough to get you hooked here. And then I feel like this person may have chosen someone over you. This was meant to block you, you know, to block some type of new beginning for you. This was all part of this battle plan, you know, to come up against you and block this new beginning for you. Block you from being able to receive something here, which I feel was a home or a property and maybe a lump sum of money. And this was all part of the plan here, Seven of Swords, in order to take this from you. You know, I feel like they thought that you would be so wounded, you know, so heartbroken, so wounded over this person that, I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. honestly. I mean, did they think that you would, well, I know what they thought, you know. I know that they thought that you would just be so brokenhearted that you would just give up. You'd give up on life. I'll put it that way. But I feel like that's being seen. That's being, somebody's realizing that here with this Hangman energy and the Knight of Pentacles. They realize, you know, your family is being exposed here, whoever you are, for trying to keep you stuck, for trying to block every opportunity that you might have when it comes to anything, whether it be love, whether it be job opportunities. You know, they want to slow down your... I feel like you've been out here working very hard to build something on a strong foundation for yourself, but, you know, the Knight of Pentacles, that's... it's the slowest moving energy because these people keep throwing spokes in your wheel. You know, they keep throwing obstacles and challenges in your way. And so I feel like your finances are possibly starting to dwindle. And this was all in an attempt to steal some type of property, I feel. What is the past energy, please? There's that, it came back out, the Page of Cups and this Emperor energy. It was part of the plan for this person to come in and offer you their cup of love, a very small offer. You know, in order to get you hooked and then break your heart. What is the present energy here, please? What is the present energy, please? I mean, the foundation of this reading is all of the manipulation, all of the games, all of the fear tactics, the gaslighting, the gang stalking that you've been through, the so many attempts to block job opportunities. You know, anybody that tries to come around you or near you, they manipulate them. There's so much manipulation in this situation. It's ridiculous. So many lies. What is the present energy here, please? Present energy. And I've said it before, but I feel like that was all part of the plan too, because then it would make it hard for the authorities to get to the bottom of the truth. You know, the more manipulation, the more crazy everything sounded. And it would also make you look like you were crazy. You know? Because, I mean, this situation is crazy. It really is. But they thought that, you know, if you were to speak up and say anything to the authorities, you would sound crazy. So they've made it. It just keeps getting crazier and crazier and crazier all the time. And that's so that you look like you're, you know, insane. Because that was part of the plan too. You know, you need, like I said, you needed to be seen as being incompetent, unable to take care of yourself, somebody who was, you know, crazy. That's the Queen of Wands energy. What is the present? King of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Devil energy. Ten of Cups. Hermit energy. Three of Swords. So I feel like the authorities are seeing that there was somebody here. They're seeing the truth of the matter. That somebody here was angry. Possibly a fire sign, doesn't have to be, but they took some type of action out of anger and jealousy because you had this Ten of Cups coming in. Some type of ultimate wish fulfillment here. You know, authority figures, I'm sorry, stumbled over my words. They see, you know, everything that you've been put through and the heartbreak that these people have caused you. The pain that they've caused you. Hermit energy, investigators, knowing. And for some of you, this is family. What is the present energy, please? Eight of Wands, Death card, Five of Wands. Yeah, you're about ready to receive communication. This is coming to an end. I feel like authority figures have just about all of the evidence, all of the information that they need in this situation. And in the pre-shuffle, we saw that Knight of Swords. That can be like, that can be raid energy, arrest energies. Emperor energy is the present energy, and the Empress. So you've got somebody here who sees you as being their Empress. The Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and Judgment, Six of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. So this Emperor energy, they could have been helping to work with authorities in order to see that you get this opportunity here, or they want to take action and come in and work on a connection with you. They see you as being a missed opportunity. You know, judgment being called in this situation, and you're about ready to move away and relocate. You've got the Ten of Pentacles coming in. You know, you're going to be able to go wherever it is that you want to go. And I know whoever I'm speaking to, you're going to go as far away from this place as you can and these people. And you're probably not going to tell too many people where you're going. Three of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the King of Swords. Eight of Swords, King of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Yeah, I mean, it's basically what I said. You know, you've got possibly an earth sign energy here who tried to keep you stuck. You know, they're seeing the truth that this person is obviously still in love with you, whoever this is, the Ace of Cups, or they're jealous and envious. They just didn't want you. They wanted you stuck by blocking your finances, all of that. Authorities are also seeing that, you know, you're the Holy Grail cup of love. You're somebody who is very loving, very compassionate, empathetic. And, you know, they've seen the heartache that this situation has caused you, that these people have caused you intentionally. What is in the near future, please? Near future energy. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like you've got some type of a job opportunity coming in as well. Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. It's also a matter of divine timing. It's also, you know, you reaping your reward. You've been out here working very hard. And it's bringing this in here. This Ace of Pentacles, this abundance, this success. And possibly even a soulmate connection. I feel like you also had a soulmate here. They're angry. You know, they're angry, but they also want to come in and apologize. But that Knight of Swords, that's kind of an aggressive energy, you know. Could be like a last-ditch effort to come in and try to apologize before something happens, before the authorities do swoop in. That's exactly what the Knight of Swords is. It's swift-moving action. Swift movement. The Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles could be, like I said, some type of a job opportunity. You've been patient, but you were also highly underestimated. These people misjudged you and highly, highly underestimated you. They thought you were always going to be in the Seven of Pentacles, somebody who would work hard. They knew you were a hard worker, but you just were never going to get, you know, very far. But you've got the Ace of Pentacles coming in. So they highly underestimated your intelligence, your intuition, your faith, your connection with the divine, and the guidance that you receive, your stamina, your resilience, all those things. You were very much highly, highly underestimated here. They didn't know what you were capable of. What is the collective's power here, please? Ace of Cups. So I feel like what this is saying your power is you poured into your own cup here. You know, through this situation, like I said, you've been strong, you've led with integrity, and you've just been focused on yourself here. That Nine of Pentacles energy, you know, gaining back your strength here, because these people have really made you feel worthless, you know, like you were nothing. And so it's taken a bit to gather up your strength, to build your confidence back up. And I feel that's because you started pouring into yourself, you know, and possibly some type of a creative project. You put your focus into those things, and you just kind of let the chips fall where they may. You know, you gave it to God is what you really did. You surrendered it to God and said, whatever will be, will be. Queen of Pentacles energy. Yeah, you focused on yourself and your stability and just all the practical things. A lot of self-care, self-love. That is your power. You know, I feel like in the past you were an overgiver. The Queen of Pentacles can be an overgiver. You know, maybe you thought your value was based on how much you gave to others. Energetically, your time, your energy, your love. Doesn't have to be money, but... And I feel like you learned that, you know. You also realized your worth. Like I said, these people have really, they've taken a lot of hits at your confidence and your self-esteem. That's what they wanted to do. But you know your worth here, Queen of Pentacles. And that is your power. Eight of Cups. Somebody coming back around here with some type of an offer for you that is going to be wish fulfillment. It's something that you dreamed of. What, or how do others see the collective, please? How do others see the collective, please? Death card, Nine of Wands, and the Hangman. Yeah, they see you as being, they see you from a whole new perspective. That's for sure. Because they know the battle that they've put you through. Nine of Wands. You know, you're the wounded warrior. You've been through a lot here. And they see that you come out, you know, refined, renewed, transformed, even with everything that they put you through here. You persevered through a lot. This is kind of like against all odds kind of energy. How they see you is the Five of Wands, the Moon, the High Priestess. They see you as being very, very intuitive here. High Priestess. I mean, I've got the Moon, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Cups. All three are cards of somebody who has a very powerful intuition. You could even be psychic. You might receive some visions here. That could be what has led you, you know, through this. I feel like these people have tried to block that, you know, by sending spell work or trying to confuse and distract you. But still, your intuition is just too powerful for these people. They know that you know the truth about them. That they all ganged up together, the Five of Wands, to attack you. And to block you from receiving whatever this was, a wish fulfillment for you. They know that you know. And I feel like they know that you know each person that's involved as well. Five of Wands. Could be up to 5 people, maybe more. Maybe 7, 5 to 7 people, 5 to 9 people. Like main people who would meet up, you know, and talk about this and talk about you and plan and plot and strategize on what the next move was going to be, on how to break your heart more or how to throw another obstacle in your way. I mean, who does that to someone? And especially family. What is in the hopes and fears, please? I'm going to try not to get upset. I usually do when this kind of energy comes out. So I'm really going to try not to. But, you know, you're coming out as a Queen of Pentacles. And you always do. When I start getting upset like this, you come out as the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Two of the most loving, gentle, giving, humble, you know, energies in the tarot deck. So it really irritates me that a group of people had to gang up on somebody like that. Page of Swords. Somebody's worried. You know, I feel like they know they're under investigation, and they are, about this theft. Seven of Swords. They're worried about it. Their fear is, you know, their fear is you finding out the truth here. Or the authorities finding out the truth, learning the truth about this. That's what the Page of Pentacles is. You know, learning the truth about what happened here. And how they planned and plotted and strategized and tried to block you. You know, that's the potential outcome. Still trying to block you. Still trying to cause conflict any way that they can. Seven of Wands. And that's the potential outcome. So that shows me they're going to continue. You know, they're not going to give up here. Knight of Pentacles, to block your stability and block you from receiving this blessing, this gift from you, for you. Eight of Pentacles, some type of maybe job offer or something that you're working on. You're on your path. Whoever I'm talking to, you're in your North Node. You answered the call here. You're working on something, maybe some type of a creative project with the Empress that you're meant to share, or it's what you're called to do. It is something that is the Ten of Cups to you. You know, it fulfills you. It's going to bring in a lot of abundance, a lot of happiness, and they want you stuck. So just be, you know, this could be a warning for someone. You know, they're still trying to block you. This Seven of Wands is also you, though. It's you taking the high road, you know, and instead of retaliating and striking back, you've just been letting, you know, like I said, letting the chips fall where they may. Whatever happens here happens. Let's go ahead and clarify, why is the Strength card here? I feel like there's a lot of arguing amongst these people as well. With that, there's conflict within that group now as well. Could be what this is. They're all fighting with each other now because they know they're under investigation. They know this now for sure. So somebody has either been tipped off or maybe they've been questioned. But this group knows now for sure that they're under investigation. Page of Swords. I feel like before they thought they were invincible, you know? You've got somebody here who sees you as being the Empress and the Ten of Cups. You know, could be a Leo here who can't stop thinking about you. The Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords. I feel like whoever this is, they want to take some type of leap of faith, or they want a new beginning with you. They don't want to let you go. The Four of Pentacles. Doesn't have to be, but it could be a Leo. That's for someone. Why is the Strength card here, please? Again, it's people seeing you. You know, you're the Phoenix rising in this situation because they had you at rock bottom. You were at rock bottom for sure in this situation, and they wanted you to stay there. And you've risen above everything that they've thrown at you. Yeah, you've got someone here who's in love with you. Knight of Cups, energy, Hierophant, Five of Swords. Whoever this person is, they want to win you back at all cost. Seeing you as being. This could also just be that, you know, you won here. You won here fair and square against this family who has manipulated a lot of people, lied to a lot of people. They were ruthless. They didn't care, you know, what they did to you. They didn't care. As long as they were stable and secure, and as long as they had their needs, you know, fulfilled, and their wants fulfilled, and whatever the case may be, you know, they had status or clout or whatever the case for them doing this was, you know. But you won something here fair and square, and I feel it's this legal situation, and I feel like you're about to have this new beginning, and you're about to live in the Ten of Cups. And I feel like they're going to have to release whatever they took from you, the Four of Pentacles. And you're about to have this new beginning, the Fool card. You've got somebody here who wants to talk to you. They want to communicate with you. Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords, whoever this person is, really, really stuck up in their mind. They're anxious, they're nervous, possibly paranoid here. Having a lot of sleepless nights, maybe afraid they're going to go to jail. With that Eight of Swords, I feel they want to text message you, or they want to communicate with you here. Why is the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands here, please? Just one. The Sun. The truth is being exposed, like I said. Queen of Swords energy. The authorities know the truth. It's been exposed. You aren't someone who is lazy and a gold digger and unmotivated and crazy and somebody who, you know, a prostitute or whatever it was that they said about you. It's being exposed. The authorities know the truth about you. You're somebody who's strong. You walk in your integrity. You're creative. You've got projects going on out here. You're confident, building a business or doing something here. In the Nine of Pentacles, you're a hard worker. You're confident here. And you're a Queen of Cups and a Queen of Pentacles. You're humble, you're kind, you're nurturing, you're loving. So I feel like they said you were combative, you like to fight, hot-headed, hard-headed with that Queen of Wands energy. But all of that's being, you know, the lies are being exposed. Queen of Swords and the Sun. You're also about ready to learn the truth about this. You're going to learn how they planned. You know, they sat there and they planned all this out. I mean, can you imagine sitting there and really putting a lot of energy and thought and strategizing on ways to break someone's heart and betray them? Who does that? I mean, who does that? I also feel like you've got somebody here, possibly a King of Pentacles energy, maybe somebody that you were committed to in the past. Could be a father figure, an uncle, a brother. Could be a boss or somebody. But a King of Pentacles energy, you know, this person I feel could be the father of your child even. I feel like they might be making a plan to come in. They want to talk to you and maybe come in with some type of an apology for you. They might be making a plan to do that. I feel like they know they're under judgment. Maybe they want to try to get a second chance here. Like I said, we picked that up in the pre-shuffle as well. Somebody kind of wanting to rush in like a last-ditch effort. Because these people can feel it too in the energy. You know, they know that this is being exposed. That the truth is coming out here. And they know this is coming to an end. Magician energy. The Nine of Cups. Justice. Yep. You've manifested this. Some type of wish. And a new beginning. Star energy. Nine of Cups. I feel it is a home. A property, something like that, with that Four of Wands. Something you always dreamed of. Maybe you've never had your own home. Maybe you had to live with people because these people tried to block every opportunity and wanted you out here living in poverty. You know, so you've never experienced that. And this is a wish, a dream of yours. And it's coming in. Magician energy, you've manifested it. A new beginning, wish fulfillment, star energy, and the Nine of Cups, justice. You know, you've manifested your own justice here in this situation because you were up against a lot of people, and I feel you were up against some pretty powerful people who had money, people who had resources, people who knew people. You know, you've been out here fighting this battle alone. Nine of Pentacles energy. And you've had to be strong and brave and courageous through everything. All the ways they've tried to cause you fear. You know, you've had to go through those alone. Well, you knew you weren't alone. You know, you had spirit, you had your guides, you had God who led you through it, your intuition, your higher self. So you knew you weren't alone and you knew you were protected. But you know what I mean. Sure, there were times that, yes, you were afraid. And probably in those times, was when you really turned to God, you know. But you've manifested some type of wish here for yourself. You're a master manifester, whoever you are. Why is the Page of Cups here past energy? The Four of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. You could have a child here who sees you as being a missed opportunity. Maybe they were a part of this group. Maybe they worked with a Queen of Pentacles energy, which is a nurturing energy, a motherly type energy. So maybe your mother. They could have been, you know, angry or jealous. Maybe they were lied to with this King of Swords energy. You know, that's manipulative energy as well. That's being ruthless. You know, wanting to win something at all costs. So they may have been lied to about you. And it may have made them angry or jealous or something. You know, now they want to heal something with you. They want to apologize to you. Yeah, for working with this group of people to confuse you and block opportunities for you. You know, that's what the Seven of Cups is doors of opportunity. They wanted you out in the cold. You know, struggling financially. They wanted you homeless is what they wanted. So it would be easier to attack you. World card, this is over. This investigation is over. People see this person clearly. King of Pentacles energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And how they tried to block, you know, they wanted you gone. Death card. Why is the Emperor here, please? Present energy. This could be a high-level official, this Emperor energy. Maybe coming in with a conversation. Maybe coming in to tell you, you know, that this investigation is over. And to tell you about what, you know, what the conclusion is. You know, the truth of this whole situation. Yeah, Judgment. Coming in. They've set the intention to come in. You've got an Emperor energy here as well who wants a second chance with you. This person wants to walk a path with you. They want to choose you. The Ten of Cups, ultimate wish fulfillment. But this person, or it's this person coming in to maybe tell you the truth. I feel this is an official, especially with that Judgment card. But, you know, once this decision is made, and it is coming to an end. We saw that Hermit and the World card. So this is about ready to be wrapped up, closed up, shut the door, and you're moving on. But this person plans to come in, you know, once the judgment call has been made here. And they're going to tell you the truth about, I feel they're going to tell you the truth about everything that they found out. All of the betrayal, the Ten of Swords, each one of those swords that this group stuck in your back, every lie, every, all the manipulation, the gaslighting, the games, every way that they've tried to sabotage opportunities for you, to sabotage your future. I mean, it's sickening. This is going to make you angry. I picked up on that not long ago. You're going to want to take some type of action. And Spirit, this is another warning for someone. Spirit telling you, the Queen of Pentacles, stay grounded. Stay in that peaceful energy that you're in right now. The Queen of Pentacles, she's grounded, she's stable, she's secure, she's at peace. Not to do anything, not to take any type of action, out of anger here. Because you are going to be upset when you hear the truth. Why is the Ace of Pentacles? Thank you. Seven of Swords, Four of Swords. Somebody here worked with this group to betray you for money. And I feel like they want to try to heal a connection with you in the near future. They may take some type of action, a Knight of Wands energy. They may this might be like a last-ditch chance as well. Like coming in very spontaneously. If they do, it's just going to be out of the blue. They're just going to go for it. Because I feel like you're about to move on. Six of Swords. You're about to move or relocate. This could be a family member who doesn't want to let you go. They're in a lot of fear. A lot of worry. Four of Pentacles. Not wanting to let you go. I feel like they're angry as well because they were lied to. Why is, Ten of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Your power is, you know the truth. You know the truth already. Queen of Swords, another highly intuitive card. I feel like Spirit has kind of like given you downloads, little bits at a time. Because I feel like for whoever you are, this would be too much for most people to handle when you hear this truth. Because you love these people, the Ace of Cups. So, to find out that for some of you, there was a plan to eliminate you altogether. Or they paid somebody, a hitman, that's in the energy as well. They wanted you out in the cold, homeless, abandoned, no opportunities. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard. You need to ground yourself and prepare yourself. But I feel like, Spirit has shown you little by little the betrayals. You've received downloads so that you could kind of prepare yourself or already start the healing process. You know what I mean? Just get yourself ready. Prepared, I feel is the word. I hope that's the right word. Why is this Five of Wands here, please? Why is the Five of Wands here, please? This group wants you to shut up. That Two of Swords, how they see you, the Five of Wands and the Two of Swords. They want you to shut up. Ten of Pentacles. You've got a King of Wands energy here who worked with this group for money, possibly. The Ten of Pentacles. I feel like they want to tell you the truth. They want your forgiveness. They want reconciliation with you. We have been picking up whoever this person is. But they were a part of this group as well. I feel like they may want to come in and have a conversation with you. They want you to forgive them for breaking your heart, I mean, this was a horrible, horrible, horrible betrayal. I mean, it's horrendous. It's going to leave people speechless when they find out what this group did to you. Got a lot of tens on the board coming out, so this is, hang in there. I know I've said that, hang in there. Everybody's on a different timeline, but it's almost over. This is almost over. Page of Swords energy and the hopes and fears, please. Why is this here? Hopes and fears, the Page of Swords. Why is this here? I feel like for you, whatever happens here, it's going to be a miracle. I mean, the fact that you're receiving whatever this is, for one, but I feel like the timing of it, you know, it's going to prove to you, and that we see that here. It shows the near future, divine timing for you to receive this. But because I feel like you are, whoever I'm talking to, you may be a bit worried, starting to get worried because they keep blocking everything. So this is like going to come in. It's going to be, not that you need proof. You already know God's been leading you and guiding you, your guides, your, ancestors, all of that. But it's going to, you're just going to feel, I'm picking up on that. And it's pretty amazing. Something about the timing. Page of Wands energy and the Page of Swords. Hermit, Four of Pentacles. I feel like you've got, this could be another child here. A Page of Wands who, Aries, Leo, Sag energy, who watches you. Hermit energy. The Four of Pentacles. Eight of Cups, Justice. I feel like whoever this person is, they've been in fear. Four of Pentacles. Like I say, it could be a child because of this Queen of Pentacles energy. I feel like they're going to be coming back around as well. Once justice comes in, or, let me get another one because I don't want to. Three of Wands, Five of Swords. Well, I see this person coming back around to make something right with you here. Or they could be afraid that you may walk away from them, and that because they might have been a part of this, and that would be their karma. I take it how it resonates. Why is the Seven of Wands here, please? Why is the Seven of Wands here, please? Star energy and the Fool. Yeah, they're still trying to block this new beginning. I also feel like this is them arguing. I feel like maybe there's a lot of text messaging going back and forth here. Conflict through text messaging, arguing over this wish fulfillment and the fact that you're about to have this new beginning here. Or maybe about ways to try to block you, even still. Yeah. Eight of Swords. People talking about this conflict and the way that they blocked you. I feel like there's also, text messaging going on about people being worried about going to jail that have been in this situation. And they should be. They should be. Gang stalking is illegal, and there's been a lot of people who chimed in on this situation. People who have done things, lied. High Priestess, the Moon. Queen of Cups, again. Four of Wands, King of Pentacles. But I do also feel like it's still a group of people who are trying to figure out what their next move is to try to block you. And they could be text messaging, That Eight of Wands, that's internet communication, it can be. Or how to block you from being able to move forward, to keep you stuck, Take it out, resonates for you. I want to grab one more on it and see. Why is the Seven of Wands, the star, to block you from moving forward and receiving this Ten of Cups. I also feel like you've got a King of Cups energy, possibly. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Chariot energy is Cancer energy as well. I feel like you've got a protector, maybe somebody in the background protecting you that you don't even know about, making sure that you receive this wish and this new beginning. But I do see, I mean, you'll just have to take this how it resonates, because I do see communication going on online still about this, trying to make decisions. You know, these people are trying to figure out still, they're very burdened, trying to figure out how they can confuse people, you know, to cover up their lies here, because they don't want to let go of whatever they stole from you. They don't want to have to let it go. Or they don't have it. They don't have it all. You know, the Four of Pentacles, that's a miserly energy. It's having to, you know, it's robbing Peter to pay Paul. They don't want to have to live like that. You know, it was better when they were living the way you were meant to be living. But instead they had you out in the Five of Pentacles. Damn near homeless. Broke. So I feel like they're still trying, they're very burdened, and still trying to figure out how they can cause confusion, you know, to keep the truth from coming out. And to block you, you know, from receiving this new beginning. But you've got somebody here who's protecting you. I feel it's a hidden helper. Maybe you don't even know that this person is helping you in the background, protecting you. This could be an investigator. Could be somebody who, you know, has been getting to the truth of this. I feel like they want to apologize. You know, I feel like once the truth is, maybe this person didn't believe you or something. Or they just didn't really know, you know, your truth. I feel like it breaks their heart, what you've been put through. Tower. You know, it causes this person a tower, the way you've been treated by people. And this person is making sure you receive justice. Fairness. You know, these people treated you less than a human being. This person plans to come back around, whoever this is, with the truth for you. You know, when this is all said and done. All right. Let's get a few of my cards on this. We might get some mixed emotions on this as well. I don't really see love other than you know, pouring into your own cup and giving yourself the love that, especially if this was family, that these people should have given you, you know? So you've been giving that to yourself. What else here, please? Somebody here is an alcoholic. Or was. That twin flame card just flew out. Because this person may have stopped drinking. You might have been the reason for that. We have headhunted. You were. You know. You have been. You've been crucified out here. You know, you've been persecuted. Hate me. Somebody's afraid that you hate them. Well, they haven't been able to crucify you, but they want to get you to where they can, but they have damn sure been persecuted. You know, you've been persecuted out here by people who don't even know you and haven't even taken the time to get to know you or know your truth. That's what irritates me the most. Is how people just chimed in and just thought it was fun and funny. That's what makes me mad, too. Divorce, and we have landslide. We have a mother that could be involved. Your mother. neighbor who's involved. Abuse or neglect. You know, walk away from things no longer serving you. And I feel like you have. I feel like you've had to walk away from a lot of people. I feel like you were betrayed by almost possibly everyone that you've ever known and loved and cared about in this situation. Jail or prison, and then we have musician. So somebody here is going to jail. We have F as well. We have guilt and remorse. We have trust. You know, trust that things are being worked out behind the scenes on your behalf. Stay in that high vibing energy. You know, don't let this situation, don't let these people drag you back down. You know, you've already fought too hard to get to where you are. And just keep pushing forward. You know, keep pushing forward. Stay in that high vibing energy and stay focused on you. Right there it is, you. You've got a secret admirer and you're about to be freed from this situation. We have freedom. We also have G, first, middle, last initial. We have drugs or a dealer could be involved. A toxic connection. That could be somebody that you had a toxic connection with. Maybe drugs were, you know, in the mix of that connection. We have HIV, fell on HIV. Go within. We have vengeful. You know, somebody's angry because of your strength. You know, roar. You know, because you've been able to overcome everything that they throw your way. There's a lot of gossip, a lot of talk going on about this situation with people. We have C, first, middle, last initial. We have R, first, middle, last initial. And then we have angel eyes and a new beginning. And I'm going to leave it at that because your new beginning is coming. Trust. You know, trust that it is, because it is. Let's get a few mixed emotions on this, and then we'll close this reading out. I feel like for you, you know, it's a matter of patience. It's a matter of staying grounded. You know, not losing hope, not losing faith. And staying protected, you know, and staying aware, because these people are still trying to plot and plan and strategize. So just know that, you know. Stay alert. Somebody's feeling very sad and trapped, or they're sad because they know they're going to jail. Disappointed. They know they disappointed you. They're disappointed in themselves as well. Desperate. You know, somebody desperately wants to hang on to you as well. Somebody here doesn't want to let you go. I'll tell you that. Inspired. This could be somebody that you've inspired, you know, through this. Or you may be inspired to maybe write a book about this. I see that person writing in that book. All right. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions, please, of this group of people. Depressed. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions, please. Respectful. You've got some people who respect the hell out of you because they know what you've been put through, what you've had to overcome. What else here, please? Embarrassed and vulnerable. For someone here, they've also put a video of you out there on the internet. Maybe some type of revenge porn or something like that. They wanted you feeling embarrassed and ashamed and vulnerable. And now they are. You know, they're embarrassed of their actions. They're feeling vulnerable. What else here, please? Disappointed, again, came out. Give us a couple more. We're going to close this out. Well, we'll close it on that trust. I'm going to close it on that. Stay confident. Stay in that confident energy. And trust. You know, trust that this is coming to an end. Your new beginning is coming in. Alrighty. That is your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please hit like, share, and subscribe. As always, take care of yourselves, and much love and light. Bye-bye.